Where I am now, better than before. Through those open doors, where I am now, where I am now, in a special place. Until I walk the place where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live at WGPL 1350 Studio, WMVA 88.9 FM Studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350 AM, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMVA 88.9 FM. Good morning to you.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to YouTube at FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton and Cristo Records 1, CRISTO Records 1. YouTube, like it, share it, comment, subscribe, and we promise we'll shout you out.
You promise?
Promise.
Shut up.
Mr. E.
Yes.
What day is it today?
Today is hump day.
Did you hear my head turn? Did you see my head turn today?
Yeah.
That was therapy. That was a therapy hump day.
That's right. That's
I
right.
mean, that was just as nice. I'm telling you all, it's a beautiful day. It's the middle of the week. You all should be up and popping by now.
That's right. You will be up, popping, jumping around, because it's the middle of the week. And hey, it's time to do what we got to do because the weekend is right around the corner.
Now, I know it's humid out there and that slows folk down, but I'm telling you, by the time Wednesday comes, Mr. E, we should be ready for the rest of the week.
That's right. Ready to go. You done made it this far by faith.
By faith.
By faith. Leave it.
I tell you.
Yeah.
It's the truth. We get up and we don't know what's going to happen. We go out there just believing.
That's right.
That God has a wonderful day for us.
That's right. That's why we say, give us this day our daily bread. Don't give us tomorrow's work, nor the next day's work, but this day.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, today is FYI Radio Show's Wednesday segment, What's Under the Hat? Today, guess what we're going to talk about? A call to action now.
Just before we go to a call to action now, Miss Hinton, I want to drop a little nugget here for everybody to let everybody know that our friend, our guest that was on, Pastor Richard Woodard, will be having his revival, tent revival, starting Thursday and Friday, and the back to school kids giveaway on Saturday on the corners of Sewers Park Road and Johnson Road in the city of Norfolk, Virginia.
So that's coming up.
Yeah.
Very good. You all go out and support. Look, if your kids need backpacks and school supplies, it's going to be right there,
That's
along
right.
with some good old
Free
fashioned
haircuts, yeah.
free haircuts and some food and everything, games and whatnot. But then don't forget about the revival.
That's right. That's right.
Food for the soul.
That's right. That's Thursday and Friday, and then the great big back to school backpack giveaway. And make sure, parents, that you go bring your kids with you, or go along with your kids. Don't send your kid out there by themselves.
Absolutely. Now, there's going to be a lot of organizations
That's right.
having things like that. I know Ingleside Elementary School having their open house, and they give away a lot of great things. We were there last year, Crystal Community, and they'll be getting some things in behalf of Crystal Community. And so schools and organizations and businesses are making sure kids have what they need.
Because school is about to start real soon.
Yes.
Norfolk start August the 19th. Virginia Beach and Suffolk and Portsmouth start on the 26th of August. And Chesapeake go back to school after Labor Day, September the 3rd.
Chesapeake, Virginia. That's right. They're on their way in September. I know they feel good, but see, they got out later than everybody else, Mr. E. So, but would you prefer getting out earlier, or getting out in May or June? What would be your preference?
I prefer to get out in June.
Yes.
So you go back in September after Labor Day. Now you got to spend Labor Day that one day. Now you got to go back to school.
Absolutely.
Well, in some cities, Miss Hinton, they go to school 24 every day of the year.
Well,
every day of every month, all day long.
Teachers, pray for the teachers there. Can you imagine them not getting a break?
Don't forget that if you need a job, some of the seniors out here, we want to put that out there. If you need a job, remember, you can help a lot of things, a lot of causes, a lot of problems. 2 hours a day, that's all you need is your presence for $18 an hour to be a patrol officer.
Yes.
That's at the Norfolk Public School System. You just got 2 hours a day that you want to burn, just to put your child across, just to put people's children and impart in somebody's child. All you have to do is go down to the Norfolk Public Service and say, hey, look, I want to be a patrol officer, and to help be a blessing to the children.
Yes, absolutely. Now we're going to do a call to action now. We're going to focus on Crystal Community Development Corporation today. We're going to also talk about a call to action to get folk out there to register and vote.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
FYI, that's one of our initiatives right here to kind of like give information to our community about the vote, who's running, the issues, where you can cast your vote and things like that. We'll be talking about that. And also we'll be talking about some of the programs from Crystal Community Development Corporation and our Community Against Bullying rally that's coming up October the 12th. So, Mr. E, we wanted to first introduce everyone that doesn't know about Crystal Community Development Corporation, an organization that I formed in 2004. Wow. I can't believe it's been 20 years.
Wow, 20 years already with a great organization. That's Crystal Community Corporation.
It's a 501 C3 nonprofit organization, and it is developed for mentoring with our Young Women and Men Achieving Success program. We're there to develop young leaders.
That's right.
I love saying that because it is about the next generation.
That's right. That's what it's all about, developing, imparting into our youth, our young men and young women, so they can have a great start.
Absolutely. I wanted to give back. I felt like God had really blessed my life. I was like, now I got to do something. I have to reach back into the community and give my service to the community. It was a must, Miss D. It wasn't just something that a good idea. It was a must. I had to actually really go into uh, you know finding out what it would take to really work with the community, specifically our young people. That was a dream of mine, Miss E, to have the opportunity to work with children. A dream that I had when I was coming out of college. I needed to. Uh, I had a love for children, and
Yeah,
they had a
yeah.
love for me, and so Crystal uh, Community Development Corporation was birthed in 2004, a dream of mine, and I'm just excited about it. I get a little emotional thinking about it because I remember when I first started the desire to work with children, I wanted to develop like a daycare center and things like that. So I actually, in my mother's home, had a small daycare. And then my mother came to me one day. She said, "You know what? You're too young for that. Get yourself back in college and stop this dreaming." She might as well have said it like that. Stop this dreaming about some, daycare. It was a to me it was a wonderful little thing because I had about 6, 7, 8, 9 children that I just started to, do business with parents and things like that. I was going to really develop it. And my mother said that to me. I cried all night long. I cried all night. But my desire and dream to work with kids was realized later on after I went into the music industry and did a lot of community things for the church and for my job and stuff like that. Then I realized that hey, it's time to um, really make this official, and that's when Crystal Community Development Corporation was birthed. 501c3. I didn't know what I was doing, but I did it anyway. And 20 years later, when I first started out with I did not know what to do. All I wanted to do was to give back, become an official 501c3, and the rest is history. So this organization is birthed. It is to develop young leaders. I have my opportunity to work with young people, and I am so excited. I've worked also, Ms. Lee, with the state with a program for 5 years. It was Too Good for Drugs, a prevention program for children the ages of 6 to 12. That was a joy. Oh my goodness, to give back to the community in that way and get paid too at the same time. Also, so the state, yes. So I had that going along with the mentoring programs for Crystal Community Development Corporation, Young Women and Men Achieving Success Mentoring Program. So proud of it, so happy about it. And as a matter of fact, these programs are going to start up again in October. And we're going to talk about, how you can get involved and how you can register your child for these programs. We're going to have our open house, and you all can be able to come out and learn, have your children have that support, have a sisterhood or a brotherhood, go places, talk about, things that concern them. We promote literacy. We do field trips, college field trips and things like that. We just we love on them, and we give the support to the parents and to a lot of times our children come from the schools and community centers, and we just make sure we give them the love and care that they need.
And that's what it's all about, Miss Hinton. Just putting it back into the community to help our community to rise above mere survival. We just don't want our young folks to just walk around with the head in the sand, don't know which way, don't know what direction to go, but to help bring them and help build them up so they can be our next lawyers and doctors and senators and mayors and Congress prepare personnel, to be our leaders for the next generation. So, hey, hats off to you and Crystal Records and Crystal Development, the nonprofit organization. Hey, look, and your open house and the open house for all young folks?
Well, it's ages. We got a certain age for our girls anyway, 11 to 17 years old. Our young men seem to be younger,
That's right.
because we
That's right.
usually cater to those that are in middle school and on up. So far, right now, with the young men, we do the field trips.
That's right.
But we have been in the community centers with the program. We are hoping that we can have a location for our young men achieving success. But in the meantime, we still gather with them to do field trips and other extracurricular activities with them so they can continue to stay involved and be mentored. I mentioned a call to action now because Crystal Community Development Corporation is pulling together again its anti-bullying rally, and we want you all to save the date. It's October 12th at 11 o'clock at Virginia Beach Central Library.
That's a call to action now. A call to action now. An anti-bullying rally. So we want you to save the date. If you want to know more about bullying, if you've been bullied, you need information about bullying. And and I want to let you know that bullying is not just child's
Absolutely.
play. It's just not just for the faint of heart that thinking it as a love tap or a buddy friend of mine. This is the way he carries himself. No, bullying is real. It is very, very, very much real. And now they're doing a lot of programs all over about it. So we want you to save the date. That's October. That's October the 12th at the Virginia Beach Central Library in the city of Virginia Beach, Virginia, at 11 o'clock. Don't mark it on your calendar now, where you can learn more about being bullied and who they attack and who plays big important roles in it.
Absolutely. We are looking to partner with our schools,
Yeah.
churches, community centers, our community. We want you all to show up. Now, since post-pandemic, this will be the third
Yeah.
rally. We had it in Chesapeake. We're moving it over to Virginia Beach, and we're going to have some great things going on. But we really want you all to kind of get with us ahead of time. Those that are interested in being a part of the team, or if you all are interested in pre-registration, getting your kids registered for the program, or if you're a teacher, if you're a guidance counselor that want to have groups of your children come out and represent, we would love for you all to give us a call. I'm going to give you the information in a minute. But we want you all to get involved. This is a very serious matter. It's not child's play, like Miss E was just saying. It's something that affects our community, our children, and they a lot of times are at their wits' end with this problem. But one thing about our call to action now and our anti-bullying rally, Mr. E, we are going to address the bully, the bystander, and the victim. We're not leaving nobody out. We're not just saying, oh, it's the victim, victim, victim. The bully needs help.
That's right.
The victim needs help. And there's something called the bystander who sits back sometimes and either they don't know what to do or they egg it on, they make it worse. And so we want to address those. We want to find help and solutions for them. But we are calling together those that are interested in this problem.
That's right.
When I first started this, Mr. E, I was in Newport News working for the state doing the prevention program, and I saw a problem that I really didn't pay much attention to, and that was bullying. Kids were bullying other kids. Kids were bullying adults. Adults were bullying kids. And I said, wait a minute, this is something that I really, wasn't even on my mind. And so I started doing research and I wrote a book called Bullying is Right Underneath Your Nose. And it was underneath my nose. I didn't even, like I said, pay it any mind.
Right.
And so I started, talking to parents, talking to teachers. Crystal Community Development Corporation has started having a dinner and a dialogue, pizza and a dialogue, rallies and all kind of things to find out why is this problem so serious and so critical, And it turned into a movement. Our community against bullying, a call to action now. And so we really would love for you all to get involved. In research I found that it was so many kids being bullied and messed up, but also adults, like I said, who are don't know what to do either.
That's right, Miss Hinton. And you know, a lot of people may not know what bullying is all about and how why the children are acting the way they act, shutting down. One of the greatest signs that you can find about your child is they shut down.
Mm,
They don't want
mm,
to talk about
mm.
it because there's a word in their ear called stitches. Snitches get stitches,
Mhm.
and they're so afraid to tell you on Johnny May or Bartlett, Bobby, or the other stand buyers.
Yes.
Miss Hinton, and they already now putting it in the air. They already got people that putting that stuff in the air, and your child has already been a part of it during the summer vacation, and now when they walk back into the schoolhouse, it's never ending. Somebody else talked about this person, and your child is now afraid to attend school, and you don't know why. You're afraid to get involved,
Absolutely.
and so in other words, you need to get involved. You need to find out what bullying is all about. So you need to save the date. That's October the 12th. You need to save the date. A call to action now. October the 12th at the Virginia Beach Central Library at 11 a.m.
Absolutely. We also want to talk about cyberbullying, which
Yeah,
is a real big problem. I've developed some things for the community. Our sponsor, Bulvic Academy, BULVIC .com. If you go to bulvicacademy.com, you'll see books, The Diary of a Former Bully. Bullying is right underneath your nose. And also the game Bulvic, BULVIC. And I wanted to mention the game in particular because cyberbullying is a problem even with these game
that's
systems,
right.
Mr.
That's
E.
right. That's
And
right.
so this game Bulvic is has uh, the anti-bullying theme throughout it. Is talking to kids, to teachers, you're trying to strategize and fight monsters and find calm places in this particular game. You can find the link for your Android at Google Play. The link will be on the website. Also, the iPhone and iPads, you can get the link to apple.com. But I mentioned the game because in some of these games, and I have a grandson, and they play so many games, but there is bullying, Mr.
That's
E,
right.
right there
That's
on
right.
those some of those places where children are playing games. You have people that are, I mean, really taking their time to bully and harass children
You know,
on these websites,
and you
on
know what
these
I found
games.
out also, Miss Hinton, that it's not just only the children, that some of the parents are sitting there playing the games in front of their children.
Yeah.
Some of these gamers are sitting there playing the games in front of their children, and now the children are sitting on the sideline, being standing on the sideline, bystanders, and they watching the game. They seeing
Yes.
what you playing. A call to action, a call to duty now. This is what one of the games are called to do, a Call of Duty, where they got so many robbing and killing and shooting the whole 9 yards. And parents, you're not doing your role. You're not watching what they are watching, playing with, and because you don't know, you don't understand what cyberbullying is all about. So you need to make it your business. Come out there October the 12th. That's right. Write it down at the Virginia Beach Central Library at 11 o'clock. Did you not know that they don't know what cyberbullying is all about?
Who doesn't know?
Some of the parents?
Well, I tell you what, they can come out and they can find out
Yeah,
what it's all about and how children can be harassed, bullied,
via the internet.
threatened,
Yeah,
and all kind of things on cyberspace. It is just a terrible thing, and so we're going to address all that. We're going to have some great things going on October 12th. Make sure you save the date and make sure you understand this is a call to action right now. This is not something that we can keep delaying because it's not getting any better.
that's
So
right.
we want you all to make sure you all, if you want to call 757-287-6792. to get more information, or you can go to Bulvic Academy, BULVIC Academy.com, and you can type in that you're interested in being a part of the anti-bullying program, or the young women or men achieving success, or you want to donate, or you want to, some kind of way, lend your expertise to the things that we're doing at Crystal Community Development Corporation. The email address is crystalcommunity@cox.net, CRISTO community@cox.net. Or again, go to bulvicacademy.com, and you have a place where you can send information, and you can get a response from us. Okay, also, oh my goodness, talking about a call to action now. And this is something you're going to be hearing about throughout the years, but especially this time of the year. This is our election coming up, our big election. Even though you all don't get involved sometimes during the mid-season and all that kind of stuff, and some of you all do. But I know when it comes to those every 4 years for the election, people are rocking and rolling. And so for that reason, it's a call to action now to get you all up and popping and registered so you can be a part of this fabulous, fabulous election of the U.S. of A.
And that's what it's all about, Miss Hinton. Everybody can play an important role. You got a voice. You can put your part in it. You can make your vote count and encourage others to get out there to the poll. That's what it's all about. If you want to put the right person into office in your community, in your ward where you live at, you got to get out there and pull that level. If you want to put the right person in the mayor's position, you got to get out there, and you want to put the right person in the presidency. You got to get out there.
Absolutely.
And you got to vote. If you want to change some of the things that's going on around in your community, you might not want to get rid of recycling, and they might want to get rid of recycling, and so they already put it on the ballot that everybody that had an in-house vote to get rid of recycling. And here's, you got an opportunity now to pull the lever, or to be aware that they're getting ready to get rid of recycling. So you got to find another means to take all your cardboard and stuff that can be recycled and get rid of it.
Absolutely, Mr. E. And then they have things that are coming up that people are already talking about, like women's health and rights, and the immigration, and all kind of things. You all need to be involved. Make sure you're registered. And so FYI Radio Show, that is our initiative, pushing voter registration and pushing the vote.
That's right.
And so, we're going to be bringing information on candidates, on issues, on voting precincts, and all kind of things where you can find out more about getting involved, especially our newcomers, those that have turned 18, or those that have never been involved in politics, that are old enough, grown enough to be involved. We want to inspire and encourage you to a call to action now, and do what you need to do.
And make sure you got the proper credentials, your ID card. Make sure that's up to date. You cannot have an expired ID card. Make sure you got your ID card, or your driver's license, or your birth certificate. Make sure, if you don't want to go down there and in front of everybody to register to vote, do it online. For those old online seekers, if you can download it and send it in, do what you got to do in order to make your vote, your voice heard. Vote. That's what it's all about. Get out there and vote. Put your big girl shoes on, because if you're sick and tired of your community being run down, your ward, the person that's in charge of your ward, you need to have a town hall meeting with the person in town that's in charge of your community, so that your community looking like a hot mess, and you tired of living in it. You tired of everybody standing on the corner. So you ought to address that to your super ward counselor and let them know, hey, look, I need some attention here. So you got to get out there and be familiarized who's in your ward and what ward you in.
It's very important to get involved, because a lot of things affect us, affect our community, affect our families. And so we don't want to be sitting back letting other people make decisions where you can lift your voice and you can say, hey, I don't want this, or I don't want that. We also want you to remember the music, Yolanda Hinton's Make It All Right. You all can get that wherever music is sold. And you all can continue to listen to FYI Radio Show. We're going to have some great shows coming up. We have an anniversary to celebrate. We're going to be doing some great things, and we want you all to be a part. We want your continued support. Look, come on over here for a little while on social media. Those that can't, we want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful day.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. If you'd like to be a special guest, intern, sponsor, or you want to be in our audience, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com, or you can inbox us on our Facebook page. It's Edward Everett Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, or even at FYI Radio Show Facebook page. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on WGPL 1350, WPCE 1400, Peace 95.3, and WMVA 88.9. And have a wonderful, wonderful Hope Day.
All right, he'll make it all right. Every time he'll make it all right. You all go get this single, Make It All Right. That's the name of it. You can, enjoy it and tell people about the message of hope. So, look, we are excited about today, a call to action now. It's so many things we need to concentrate on and pay attention to because, things affect us. There are so many things that affect us as a community, as a family, as an individual. And so we want you all to continue to understand that we have wonderful, great programs for our community, for our young people. We have this show, FYI, for your information, where we give you information on everything that we can think of. If there's something that you want to hear on this show, or if there's something that we haven't covered that you wish for us to cover, that just inbox us and let us know. Hey, you all talk about this, this, and this, but you haven't talked about this yet. We welcome that. And so it's a call to action now for you all to get involved. Get involved with spreading information, great information, important information. Get involved with our young people needing support and sisterhood and brotherhood with programs that are free to the community. Get involved with voting and getting leaders that really, really care for our world. And also just getting involved in programs that can better our schools and the mentality of our children. Because as we talked about before, early on an earlier show, we talked about the effects of bullying and how it is not child's play, and it will be something that can really, really make a child go into a dark place.
That's
or
right.
A person go into a dark place.
That's right, Miss Hinton. It'll cause mental illness. It causes them to have breakdowns, and it causes them to hurt themselves when you're being bullied. So, hey, listen, that's why we're making it our business to stress the issue. Miss Hinton said something that was so key, to schools, to help the children in the schoolhouse. There's a lot of teachers now that's promoting school supplies. They need the help. They need the help in all the schoolhouses on some school supply. If you're at the store and you might not have a child to go to a school, but there might be one in your community. Pick up some school supplies and just drop it off there. Just pick up a list there at every Walmart. They got a list right there. And if you want to be a part of, you want to make sure that the school has everything, the child has everything they could need to help them to excel to that next level. You made it your business. You did your part. The school don't have to want for nothing. And and you ask yourself, how can I get involved? Here's a good reason. You don't have to be pat on the back or nominated for the Heisman Trophy Award. Because you doing something grand. You want to help our children rise
Yes.
above. And don't forget that if you got 2 hours, seniors, if you got 2 hours a day doing nothing, just you want to do something, make it your business to go down to the Norfolk. Miss Hinton, that's one of the greatest things that a senior could possibly do. Did you not know, Miss Hinton, that if there's a lot of people showing a lot of attention to our children by being
Mm.
patrol officers, some of the
Yes.
back gates where children come in the back way
Mhm.
and they got to cross the road and there's a patrol officer right there praying for the children or greeting
Yes.
the children and making sure that nobody's sitting there, predators are sitting around there trying to harm the children,
That's the
and
truth.
there is no fights going on around there, no whole lot of yap going on. It's just making your business to be a part. Your presence mean a whole lot. You may not say anything, but your presence standing there in that environment help others to be able to move to that next level and keep the school ground safe.
Did you all hear Mr. Eben? He said, there are predators
Predators,
out
that's
there,
right.
people that don't mean your kids any good. They're there to do harm, and that's important. He said, getting people in place. That's important to get good bus drivers, to get
Yeah,
good patrols, to
yeah.
get volunteers, to have good teachers and principals and things that will look out for your child.
That's right. We're supposed to be our brother's keeper. These are our children just as well as the parent's child. We know that some people might have said them all hard-headed children. Well, you was like that one time or another.
Everett, that's
You
right.
you
We had
you
all
you
of us had a
you.
little hard
That's
head.
right. We was hard-headed. We didn't want to listen to nobody. So hey, look, that's what's happening. They out there too. The same you that was out there, that you is still out there. You'll see
Absolutely.
your identity, your twin out there somewhere down the line, and make it happen. Let's make it happen. Just don't let our children, because sometimes we got one school in Norfolk that's not accredited school,
Mhm.
high school.
Ooh.
One school
Mhm.
in Norfolk that's not that's not
Accredited.
an
Uh-huh.
accredited school.
Mhm.
So let's push this level and help
Wow.
our schools to be, on point. Why invest in money to rebuild the schools and put new air conditioning and facilities in there when our children come out just as dumb as an 8-day clock,
And that is the
and they don't
truth.
have the support. They don't have the
Mhm.
support. Come on, let's get involved.
Absolutely. So you all can reach us. Miss Lee's going to give you the information to reach us for FYI Radio Show, but also for our programs, Crystal Community Development Corporation. You can call 757-287-6792, or you can email crystalcommunity@cox.net, CRISTO community@cox.net, or go to bullvicacademy.com and fill in the information, and we can reach back to you.
That's right. A call to action now. You need to do it. You need to be at this anti-bullying rally. We cannot stress it enough. You need to be out there, so you can understand. Grandmamas, why your grandchildren are acting really crazy, out of character. You need to learn to watch the computers, the internet, what they're looking at daily. You need to put some rules up. Well, we said the child is all right, long as he got that cell phone in his hand. But are you
Oh
paying
no,
close attention to what they're looking at? Are
absolutely.
you looking at the games that they're playing? Grandma, can I have your credit card? I want to buy
Oh my
this game. I
goodness.
want to get this
Yes.
game. Do you know what this game is all about?
You know how much it costs.
That's right. And some folks don't know that a Call of Duty ain't but shooting and killing and shooting. And you allow your child to do all of that. So now when they go back to school, and some of them, go back to school thinking that they can do that. They're imitating what they see.
Absolutely. Yeah, expose your kids to positive things. You want them to grow up, well rounded. And so that's why a call to action now to get kids involved in a mentoring program, a place where you all can get support, extra support. We know that you all are doing good as parents, but to get that what you call it, that extra support
Yeah,
for your children, that sisterhood or that brotherhood, or mentoring where they can see life in a different way through the perspective of an organization that really really wants to bring great things to kids. Also, a call to action now. You all got to get
yeah,
involved, and you
yeah.
have to come together. I can't do it alone. We can't do it alone. We need the community, our community, to
That's
come
right.
together and let's resolve this problem. So, teachers, if you're out there, guidance counselors, especially those that are in the Virginia Beach area, we need to partner with you all. We're going to be coming and knocking on your door and saying, look, can you be involved and have your kids involved in our initiative so we can spread the word and help kids have a very wonderful and vibrant education in life. Also, the vote,
That's right.
FYI, FYI's initiative, pushing the vote, pushing voter registration.
Do it
That's the
now.
thing that we're going to be doing, and we're glad to do it. We really feel that people should get involved. Mr. E was speaking about things, issues that are on the ballot and things that we don't even pay attention
That's
to,
right.
and they
That's right.
affect us and our community. We want to make sure that you all see what's going on. We don't want you to have your head in the sand.
That's
We
right.
don't want you to wake up one day and all your rights are taken away.
That's right.
Ooh, and that can happen. We see that with the women's issues and things like that. The abortion thing, the abortion Roe versus Wade was out here for a minute, Mr. E.
That's
But
right.
all of a
That's right.
sudden, women that did not pay attention to how smooth things were going and who people were putting into being judges and things like that, they didn't see that somebody was creeping in, taking their rights from them just like that. And so, for that reason, we're asking you to pay attention. This is a call to action now. Pay attention to what's on the ballot. We're going to be bringing, FYI is going to be bringing you those things, especially in our state, the state of Virginia, what's going on and how you can assure yourself that you have a voice and a vote.
Miss, and you're right, because here's another internet company that's going into communities now. I believe, I know there was Verizon and I know there's Cox, but now there's another one that came to the community, which digging up your driveways. And this was not in your community, was not at your at the place where you go, town hall meeting. It was not at your town hall meeting. They did not bring anything to your attention about folks going to get ready to put another uh, uh, um, um, internet company in your community, so they tearing up your driveway. And so who gave these folks authorization and who voted them in that they can come by and put somebody else, some other internet system in our community? I think that it should have been made known to all the communities when you start digging up people's stuff, when you start digging it up and seeing that they digging up your driveways, and why is they doing that? Why is this happening? Well, somebody done gave them permission that they can come into your community and change your community around.
Maybe you didn't open that letter. Maybe you didn't get that email saying, look, this is going to happen at this date. That's what I'm saying. We can't have our head in the sand, but because before you know it, we're going to have things happening. You're like, well, what happened? Well, we told you all this was coming. And so that's why we've got to pay attention. We got to wake up. It's a call to
That's right.
action now to
That's
get
right.
involved in our lives, to pay attention to what's happening in politics, in our churches, in our schools, in our community, wherever people are, there is going to be an issue, and we want to make sure we find out that if these things will affect us or not. Look, don't forget to follow us on social media, on all social media platforms. You can go to our pages, you can go to YouTube, you can go to a website. Don't forget beardgods.com, our other sponsor, Beard God, BEARDGODZ, and check out some of the things, owner Chris Hinton. And don't forget to visit Bulvic Academy, BULVIC. You're going to soon be able to have that link to registration. And so make sure you keep listening to some of the information and instructions from us about our community against bullying, the call to action now. Also, upcoming shows, Mr. E Sports Talk. We had a great
Yes,
time.
what a great time we had with our good friend Brian Fuller out of Oklahoma, OKC. He's a San Francisco 49er fan, and he's ready for some football. Are you ready for some football? So you got to join us on Mondays for Sports Talk. That's right. We'll be
Yes.
talking about different football teams, different sports that's going around the town. And guess what? It's now time to get your helmet, your game, your jersey, and look, and say I want to be a special guest. I want to sit into your audience on Monday with my game jersey on. And it would be wonderful if I had several of you all just sitting in the audience with your
Mm-hmm.
game jersey on
Oh, wow, that would
on
be cool.
Sports Talk on Monday, or being our special guest. If you like talking sports, if you one of those ones that's gun ho for your team, not my team, but gun ho for your team, then you need to be a part. You need to let us know.
That's going to be wonderful. I mean, we're ready. Monday we had a great show talking about the NFL. Oh, it's right here,
Right here.
preseason. And so we're going to continue with that. Also, what's under the hat, issues concerning men, what's in your closet, issues concerning women, immigration. We're going to be talking about the anti-bullying initiative. We're going to be talking about things that concern you with the voting and voter registration. Summer fun. We got to still talk about summer
It
fun,
ain't
Mr.
over
E,
yet.
because it's still here.
Summer is still here.
Okay, Fun Friday, serving that tea. Mr. E's going to be here on Friday, and he's going to, have a great word for you all. Look, before he runs out of town, I'm going to tell on you. Mr. E, before he goes on his great vacation, he's going to have a Fun Friday word for you all. And we're going to
Shocking
we're
me.
going to be on. Well, I don't know why shocking you. We had already talked about it. But anyway, yes, I have business to
Yeah,
take care
I
of.
know.
And so, so we're going to be doing that. And we're going to let you all know how we're going to be coming on next week. I think we're going to be coming on a little bit later online, but we'll be on the radio at 9:30 a.m.
That's right.
on our real radio show, not podcast type thing. And then we're going to join you afterwards on our social media platform.
That's right. That's right. Because we'll be in different. I'll be out of town. Miss Hinton then drop the mic on me. I'll be out of town for about a week, and but we are looking for continue to give you the best anywhere I go. Miss Hinton, I was thinking about that. We'll do some shows at the polls. We go out there to the polls and go live from the polls, to bring you nothing but the best we can set up at the table down there and go FYI live at the polls and to let you know we're out and about at some of the poll booths looking for you to be there.
Don't forget, you can be a sponsor, intern, or special guest at FYI Radio Show. Mr. E is going to tell you how you can do that.
If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can inbox us at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton's Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, or you can email us at FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. Again, that's FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. If you like to be a special guest or intern, if you like to be in our audience, just email us your email, and we'll email you back to let you know what date that you're coming on. That's a tongue twister, isn't that, Miss Hinton? We'll email us your email, and we'll email you back to let you know what date you can come on and sit in our audience. And you don't have to say nothing, but just sit there. If you want to wear your favorite jersey, just sit there and let us know.
All right, then. Look, you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. It's a little humid here in Hampton Roads area, but it's not bad at all. And so, look, we look to see you back here with us. Don't forget our FYI After Dark shows, our replays, and then we're going to be joining you all live during the fall season. And just sit back and enjoy and keep that support coming. Be blessed. We'll see you on Fun Friday.
2 up, 2 down, the end.